What's good, y'all? We're reacting to top 25 players heading into the 2022-2023 season. Let's check it, bro. Let's check it.
Basketball Association, as talented as probably ever been, top down. A few guys I didn't even mention on this list that became all-stars in 2022 didn't even make the cut.
Bro, should I make my list, bro? Should I make my top 10 list? We got Steph Curry, Giannis, Luka, LeBron, Kevin, KD. 6. Who we got at 6? Ja, of course. Cat. Trey. CP3. Kevin Booker. Devin Booker. Kevin Booker.
Due to other players returning.
That's my top 10 though. Let's say the whole 25.
Almost every player heading into the beginning of the 22 and passion in upping his game has been installed in his DNA. Never stops attacking the basket, improved in every way offensively, absolutely proven to be star worthy. Not as talented as prime KD, not even as talented as the guy who's been missing for over a year that went before him in his draft class, but the hard work, 3 straight 30-point playoff games. New Orleans has plenty to be excited for the upcoming season.
Oh, we're waiting for Zion too.
Call Anthony Towns. Strong regular season, led Minnesota back to the playoffs, even dropped 61 game. Will go down as the best 3-point shooting center all time, given the amount of takes and makes. Has excellent game, but underwater.
But that's not how a center's supposed to be playing, ain't it? You feel me? Like, a center, bro, should be like having that bodying people, bullying people on the paint. Forget about all that shooting, bro. Like, focus on your paint game, you feel me? Be like Shaq.
The lack of whole season experience, given the amount of years,
be like Giannis.
Overzealous at times. Emotions gets the best of him. The best guy on the team, averaging 25 and 10, entering his prime. His spot sounds about right. Can't really move him up much if he never got past the first round. 22.
He's unguardable though, because if you got a guy that's dominated the paint and shooting 3 too. Wow.
Given no more COVID restrictions, the ongoing distractions will still be a problem. The questionable motor, lack of games played, plus injury prone throughout his career, will still have some insane moments and highly efficient 40-point games. Has superstar type moves, but lacks the defense and consistency to be called a true superstar. Awful.
Bro, look at the shimmies, bro.
To be called a true superstar, awful leadership and teammate. Irving might be top 5 most skilled from a basketball magician standpoint, but every star I have above him on this list, a way better teammate with half as less negative noise.
True.
Number 21, Jaylen
Oh,
Brown.
forgot about Jaylen Brown.
Proved himself as a stellar two-way presence, good motor, the best player on his team in the finals, despite the losing effort. Averaged nearly 24 and 6, 23 and 7 postseason numbers. Always been on solid Boston teams, but still a few steps below superstar status, given how Draymond Green bothered him in the finals. Still too reckless and predictable when attacking the rim, out of control at times, easily stripped by elite defenders, but never afraid to shine away. Gotta respect the confidence. 20, Donovan Mitchell, a very good scorer, explosive athlete, but kind of who he is at this point. Not much he can climb up the rankings, given his lack of defense, especially in the postseason. Has been the number 1 offensive go-to since coming to the league. Unknown future, where he will end up the next 5 years. Relied upon too much for the playoffs.
He's staying at the Jazz, bro. They already took Gobert away. He's staying at the Jazz.
He's simply not there to be making those comparisons. He's just weighed at times without the D. 19, Chris Paul. After a stellar 17 season, looked like the point guard most of the regular season. Was in top 5 MVP contention before the injuries. A perfect shooting game in the closeout versus the Pels, but a near no-show, getting humiliated by Luka's Mavs, and Paul couldn't do a thing about it. Still an incredible player. His game aging well, but won't have it every night. Some games father time simply will take over, but given his knowledge and excellence and IQ, can still lead his team to high regular season wins. But
he cooked them in that last play. He cooked them, bro.
18, DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, y'all know I messed with DeRozan, bro. I messed with DeRozan game heavy, bro. He got that mid-range. He attacked the rim, bro. He good on defense too. I messed with DeMar.
Best season at age 32 simply doesn't happen often. Game aging very well. Polished mid-range game, got the pull-up fadeaway working, proved to be the Bulls' best player. Laker fans still haunted by the fact he's not playing for his hometown team. Averages of 28, 5 and 5, over 50% shooting. Very calm and composed, but come playoff time,
he clutched too.
Doesn't have what it takes to get the Bulls over the hump. If you want a reality check, that's the nicest way I'll put it. 17, Devin Booker got way too far ahead ahead of himself, prove he's not an elite level yet, still short of being called a true superstar. Averages of nearly 27, 5 and 5, a 64 win team, 8 games better than the second best regular season team, good enough to make first team all NBA. But both got absolutely cooked, annihilated, humiliated,
by Luka,
embarrassed by the better and younger Luka Doncic. An ugly, brutal Game 7 beatdown for the ages. After talking smack up 3-2, a 3-14 Game 7, Doncic came to his building and snatched his soul as soon as tip-off happened. The picture might haunt him the rest of his career unless he elevates his game and show up when everything's on the line. 16, James
the
Harden.
beard, nah, bro. Harden, I don't know what's happening to him, bro. Like, bro, that guy was like, if he, imagine Harden like played for 5 more seasons the way he was playing at the 2019 or 2018, his best season with the Rockets, bro. That dude, bro, like he was having MJ numbers. He was having MJ numbers. I know he been having them with all them fouls, all them free throws, but you can't disagree with the game that he had back then, bro. His step back 3 and all of that, bro. If he wanted to drive, bro, he would know how to use his body with the floaters, with the 3 step back 3, bro. That guy was unstoppable. Nobody could stop him, bro. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know. Maybe the strip clubs ruined him, or hanging around with a lot of rappers ruined him. But bro was unstoppable, I swear.
The benefit of the doubt, wasn't the same physically. That hamstring injury ruined his title hopes with Brooklyn. No rhythm and super slow a season ago. Combined with the anti-flopping getting more strict, Harden now well rested, appears to be getting in serious shape, looks way more serious, perhaps understanding this might be his last chance. Before the injury, Harden carried Brooklyn and was an MVP
conversation. Like, bro's looking like Patrick Perkins or whatever his name is. Like, I don't know what's going on with him.
That was only 16 months ago. If injury-free, his scoring won't be as high as the Houston days, but being a 23, 8, and 10 guy, still amazing offensively. No doubt, if him and Embiid healthy, the Sixers win somewhere in the 50s. But come playoff time, Sixers fans shouldn't get their hopes up too high. 15, Trae Young is entering top 10 discussion after his Cinderella 2021 playoff run, making Ben Simmons shat his pants under the rim. But the Hawks super underachieved last season, locked up by Miami, an ugly 32% shooting from the field. After doing no wrong, the 2021 playoffs should fit well with DeJounte Murray, but given his small frame, struggles with physical play. At this time a year ago, some really thought Trae and Luka was a real debate.
He's smart though. He knows how to use his body with floaters, bro, and he knows how to like. He kind of have a similar play style with James.
But needs to add some movement without the ball to diversify his game. 14, Paul George.
I think he's good. I think he needs more good teammates.
Still better than Jaylen Brown. Super smooth game. Numbers of over 24 a game. 7 and 6. Improved passer over the years. Still great on D. The 32-year-old very noticeable when having bad games. His scoring averages likely go down when Leonard's back. On a stacked team with a rejuvenated Reggie Jackson, a low-risk, high-reward John Wall, I expect George to only average around 21 a game. 13,
we'll see.
Davis. Disrespected in my...
I don't know about AD, bro. AD's kind of like, I think he's lacking the hungriness, bro. I think so.
His injuries never caught a break since winning the bubble title. One of the biggest fall-offs, ESPN had the audacity to name Davis the second best player in the game just 2 years ago when he was in the top 5 discussion. But given the Lakers' struggles, AD kind of an afterthought now when mentioning with other superstars.
He's a dog. Like he's like gifted genetically, bro. Look at his build. Look at his frame. But like,
Davis can just play
I don't know.
68 of 82 games next season, no reason why the Lakers can't get to the playoffs. Every time he shows pain, Laker fans sadly have to pray and hold their breath due to his heavy time miss. Can't put him in the top 10, but leaving Davis out the top 15, way too disrespectful and talented. Still 29, should still be in his prime. 12, John Moran, insane athlete, one of the most exciting young stars, hungry and fearless Memphis team, numbers of over 20.
Nah, John top 10, top 10, bro, top 10.
Crazy style of play can be concerning for the long term. After seeing how much the Grizzlies,
you know, but what is really concerning to me about Ja, bro, is that, bro, the way he be jumping, like if you look at his highlights, you look at the way he jumps, the way he makes. Like him, the way he produces power from the ground when he jump, bro. He reminds me of he reminds me of D-Rose, bro. He reminds me of Derrick Rose. The way he both feet, he jumps up and he like the way he absorbs all that energy and transforms it into his hoops. He reminds me of D-Rose, and it is scary sometimes because, bro, that body, them tiny knees, bro, are not gonna be like holding up all that time, bro. It'll get to a time where he'll get injured. You feel me? And that's what's concerning. That's what's making me worried. But hope he gets better.
The 23-year-old has
Look at him, bro. He's jumping off the roof. Look at him.
of the league. Sky's the limit for G12. 11. Damian Lillard. Despite an ugly 2022, limited to just 29 games due to injury, the franchise parting ways with CJ. Dame's loyalty in today's NBA unmatched. One of the most lethal scorers, now already 32, was insane during the bubble and even most of 2021. His Blazers won't be serious contenders, but one of the best closers down the stretch, putting up between 25 to 29 a game to be expected. Number 10, Jimmy Butler, who plays his very best in the playoffs, won't do anything.
Jimmy Butler in the playoffs turns into prime MJ, bro. I swear to God.
Against great teams, Jimmy Buckets has proven to solidify himself a future Hall of Famer. Clearly still the best player in Miami, over 27 a game for the postseason on 51% shooting. As competitive any star there is today, carried the Heat to the conference finals, deserves tons of credit for nearly beating the way better Celtics team, having to play with a backcourt of declining Kyle Lowry and Matt, who nobody heard of 2 years ago, Strus. The round before the finals, Miami great chemistry.
What happened to the kid Tyler Hero, whatever his name is?
Season, but needs better talent in the later playoff rounds. Number 9, Jason Tatum. Everybody focused on his
top 9,
but admitted his injury dealt with the last 2 months of the season. First team All NBA.
Goddamn, bro, these NBA players get injured all the time, bro. Most of these top 10s, bro, are injured all the time. You got AD, you got Jason Tatum, you got Jimmy Butler, you got all of these, bro. All these guys get injured, bro.
Called out and won the finals. Like how he dominated Brooklyn, many would consider JT top 5 today and was heading there until what Andrew Wiggins did to him. A 27.8 rebound small forward with all defensive team potential. The work ethic clearly shows.
Hold on, gotta see this again.
Rebound small forward with all defensive team until what Andrew dominated Brooklyn. Many would consider JT top 5 today and was heading there until what Andrew Wiggins did to him. A 27.8 rebound small forward with all defensive team potential. The work ethic clearly shows, but his lack of aggressiveness holding him back, needs to demand the ball and be more than alpha to get to real MVP level status. No doubt he'll bounce back, can go one of 2 ways, struggle and be out the top 10 or sneak into the top 5 in a few months. If he leads Boston to the number 1 seed in the league with prime Kevin Durant numbers, he might be top 5 soon. Number 8, Kawhi Leonard, still hasn't played in over a
I don't
year.
know.
The Clippers
He for me he's like one of the best, but like I didn't see him.
Leonard balled out that postseason, but now in his early 30s and slow when making his moves, Leonard's ceiling might have already peaked, but his confidence in knowing how to take his time, a smart vet of the game, not the best teammate given his low management. He might start low managing as early as the first week of the regular season. Number 7, LeBron James. Exactly where he belongs. Year 20, still put up insane numbers last season, but not winning any back-to-back games since January.
Yep.
After the title, barely any playoff success since. Can't rank him above Jokic, who's been a way better player the last 2 regular season over James.
Jokic is different, bro.
Can't rank him over Embiid, who's been a monster for Philly.
No.
Number 2 for MVP in back-to-back years. Steph Curry just won a title.
Yep.
Giannis in his very prime unstoppable. LeBron couldn't do what Luka did to the Suns, dismantling them, take away Doncic from that Mavs team, and putting 37-year-old LeBron James. He's not beating Phoenix. Yes, his Lakers roster old and not good, still a fantastic player. The amount of games missed the last 2 seasons concerning. James playing more than 75 games next season doesn't seem likely at this stage of his career. Still can be the best player on the floor on any given night. Bron fans will say I'm a hater. Bron haters will.
Bro got the facts, bro. Bro got everything that was supposed to be said. Like he got like point blank and
being too
simple.
If you want to make your case, give me a strong reason why James is still ahead of any of the 6 guys.
Nah, I think what you said is fair and square, bro.
Number 6, Kevin Durant. After deciding to remain a net and running back with Kyrie, new addition Ben Simmons, the team super.
Do y'all think that KD can get another ring, bro? Him and Kyrie. Like, keep in mind the way that Kyrie is just like stubborn and just like lose whatever, bro. Like, expect anything from Kyrie at any time in the season. Do y'all think like he can get another one? It's an interesting one.
A year left for Irving to prove himself before another contract. His Boston series hurt his stock a bit, but the regular season dominant, still a 30-point game scorer in his sleep, still MVP candidate worthy, if not for his body injury. Number 5, Joel Embiid, a monster offensively, a bully on the post, can do it all. The size, strength, and dominance. Embiid has been a man amongst boys the last 2 seasons, second in MVP voting, and likely could have won it if he just played a little bit more games. The process still needs to be healthy come playoff time to get his team over the hump. But in his late 20s,
I think if James get his stuff together, bro,
Luka Doncic,
they can do a lot of good stuff.
Absolutely deserves heavy praise for what he did to the
Yeah, Luka is different, bro. Luka is the face of the NBA, bro. Mark my words, bro. Luka is the face of the NBA for the next 10 years.
Incredible playoff
He is. He will be.
It would absolutely shock me at this point if Luka doesn't average more than 30 points in any full playoff series going forward. Just that special, controls the pace of the game as well as anybody, all the skills in the world. How many other players today on that Mavs roster could have done what Luka did to those Suns and demoralized an entire city like that? The only reason he wasn't close to winning MVP was his slow start, but looking great this offseason, the 23-year-old will be the MVP favorite in my book. I wouldn't even complain if anybody has Luka number 1 right now, because at this point,
I do. Number 2.
Luka Doncic will be the very best player
Or number
in the
3.
game very soon, if not sooner. Mark my words.
Yeah, me too.
Stephen Curry, after coming off Finals MVP.
I'm putting Curry as 2. I'm putting Jokic as 1. I'm putting Giannis at 4. I'm putting Luka at 3 and Giannis at 4, or vice versa.
Finals performance, his shooting clinic sucks the confidence out of every worthy team. Near impossible to guard with his quickness, footwork, and patience. A master at his craft, the 34-year-old saved his very best finals in his 6th trip, although his efficiency and overall numbers not as good as the other top stars this past regular season. His presence alone leads to instant success. We all forgot about his regular season shooting slump, but as dangerous as they come playoff time. Number 2, Nikola Jokic, the back-to-back MVP.
Oh, so we got Giannis as number 1.
Helped the last 2 postseasons, carrying guys like rookie Bones Highland, Frank Campazzo, Will Barton, Monte Morris.
This guy is like, you know the guy that you need, the guy that you got on your team that will automatically makes everyone good. This guy.
With near perfect games from a passing and shooting standpoint, the 27-year-old already the best passing center all time, much improved defensively, has eyes like Magic Johnson, a top 3 rebounder in the game, can be a top 5 scorer if he wants. The perfect guy to build around. It's up to the Nuggets, Murray, and Porter to get healthy and ball out. The whole franchise owes Jokic everything to get things right. Number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo, one of the most accomplished players his age, will be 28 by the end of the year. Has figured it out completely after winning Finals MVP, destroyed Phoenix, already a 2-time league MVP. Media got bored voting for him. Didn't have his second best player in the semis in Middleton, averaged 34, 15, and 7. Played his hearts out, with Pat Connaughton being his 3rd leading scorer. There is no doubt with a healthy Middleton, it would have been Giannis versus Steph in the finals, the closest thing we've seen to a modern day Shaq. The scary thing is, Giannis is only about 85% of what he can be, on his way to becoming the 2nd best power forward all time. 26 to 30, I got Darius Garland, Anthony Edwards, Pascal Siakam,
Anthony, and I forgot about Ant too. Zion Williamson, Bam Adebayo, yeah, bro got a good list. Bro made his, bro got in the lab and like checked all the players out and made a good list. See y'all, bro.